Yeah, I think I got it now.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. As Coach Franklin able to make an appearance. Coach, we kind of tried to preview your team a little bit, but I don't want to do any more of the talking. Give us some names on some of these younger players that you think are going to be significantly a bigger impact on minutes-wise this year, and how you're going to replace some of these seniors this year, from last year, I should say.
Yeah, so I would say our first two that we're bringing back would be senior Patience Champney. She was a big contributor for us last year. Now she's got to, kind of get in the roles of senior leader. So that's going to be big for her and huge for her development. Maya Lee, a junior, she was a first-year basketball player for us last year, and she did a lot of amazing things for us. Those are two of our returning 5 starters. Some of our younger kids are going to have to contribute, immediately because we're going to be pretty young after those 2 upperclassmen. We have Lila Martin. She's going to be handling the ball for us a lot. Good defender. We have Mara Zimmerman, another girl had a great offseason, sophomore. Gabby Andre, another shooter, good defender, good girl, passing the ball, sees the floor very well. We also have, I think, Cece Foster. She's going to be incoming freshman. She's going to get thrown in the mix real quick. I also return a couple other upperclassmen, and Jasmine Lute, she's a post, is going to help us out in there, high motor type kid. Hannah Cunningham, another cross-country kid, so we're still waiting on seeing some of those girls. She's been in the program for 3 years, and, we got a couple other young kids that are going to have to step up early for us.
Coach, when you look at what this team was able to do last year and some of the things that they were able to do for the first time in program history, and me and Ty talked about it, build this kind of winning culture in the program and to get to the point where the team expects to win when they come on the floor instead of playing to try not to lose. I know you lost a lot of seniors, but you still return players that experienced that. How much do you expect last year's impact to kind of go into the culture of this team?
Yeah, we've been successful the last 3 or 4 years, compared to when we first started the program. And the kids are putting in that extra time in the weight room in the summer, going to camps, doing things on their own. So, as a coach, you're glad to see that kind of culture is moving forward in your program. So, the biggest thing we got to realize real fast is, last year's over. Those kids graduated, and they left behind like their legacy, their work ethic, what they want the program to be like. I still talk to those kids that graduated. They ask me, hey, how's it going? How's practice? How the girls doing? Because they're invested still, even though they've graduated, they've moved on, they're college and other things like that. They're still invested. They want to see the program do well. So yeah, like you said, you kind of hinted on it. Now it's you expect to win. You have that mentality where it's not just play the game. It's we want to win the game. We want to compete in every game. We want to try to win every one that we can, and that's the attitude that I think our team has right now. We still have that winning mindset.
Coach, looking at this EOAC, and we want to give props to you and that program for being able to win that first EOAC championship for the girls, and I think that's huge in building that program and building the history of that program. Talk to me first off a little bit, 2-part question, what that program win meant for you, what it was like to hang that first banner up for those girls, and number 2, what are you looking ahead at this EOAC, looking at some of the battles? What are some teams you're expecting to? I know United's going to be one that we're going to be circled, but kind of preview the rest of the EOAC for us this year as well.
Yeah. First off, getting that league title last year, finally, I walk in this gym every day. So I looked at that blank wall with no league titles for, this is my 10th year here at East Palestine, my 9th year coaching a varsity girls. So, for 9 years, I had to look at a blank wall. I had to, people ask me, why is that wall blank? And, because we haven't won a league title ever. So, to finally be able to, pull one up there, those girls, kudos to them. They worked hard, and, that was one of their goals when they were freshmen. So, those kids, they grinded it out. Last year was a crazy, hectic year. Most of our games got canceled, and we were fighting and clawing just because we wanted a chance, because we felt like we could do some good things. We just needed a chance. We needed a chance. We got quarantined a handful of times. We cut our schedule down. So for those kids to be able to do that was pretty good. And, just moving on to the EOAC, like you said, it's going to be competitive. United right now is the clear favorites. If you talk to any other coach in the league, pretty sure they're probably going to say United. They return a lot. They have a lot. You had a lot of girls last year, and we've experienced with them. I played literally, I think, 5 girls. They knew we didn't have depth, and they could run 10, 12 girls on the floor at you and just hound you. So, they're going to be in a good position. So at the same time, pressure's on them, and the rest of us in the league, we can go in there and we can give those guys some headaches and try to get an upset with those guys. But rest of the league, just based on people returning, Columbiana, they're always good. They're always solid out there, solid program. Coach does a good job out there getting those girls ready. So they're always solid. I expect them to be in the mix. Lisbon, they were young last year. I think they return a lot. So I expect them to be pretty good. Southern Local, they have that freshman. I think Ashley Schroes, she's back as a sophomore now. She found ways to score a lot last year. So if a kid can score, she's dangerous. Wellsville, I don't know anything because we didn't get to play them last year. And Latonia, to me, they're always solid too. They're always hanging around in the mix. They're always fundamentally sound, and they find ways to win a lot of games over there. So I think it's going to be tight. I think we're all kind of chasing United a little bit, but other than that, I think the rest of the league, it's going to be pretty dicey.
Coach, before we let you go, I wanted to give you a chance to shout out your coaching staff, the people that are assisting you this year, and the people that really the program wouldn't be where it is without them.
Yeah, I mean, we have a ton of help. First, I'll start with my coaches. My assistant coach, Jill Baird, she's been with me. I think this is like her 5th or 6th year. She does a great job with our JV kids, getting them ready to move up to a varsity level. Also this year, we're going to have one of my former players, Carson Rutledge. She's going to come on as a volunteer. I'm excited to get her into the program, getting a former player and, knows the expectations. Over the junior high side, Coach McKinstry, he's been having that junior high program forever. So glad to have him back once again with our 8th graders. And this year we brought a new coach for our junior high for our 7th grade program, Morgan Zoper from South Range. So excited to have her here in our program, getting someone from South Range over here to help us out. So really excited to see what she can bring to the table. Some other people you say, help you out. It's more than just your coaches to give you a good program. Last year, Mrs. Sherry, she helped us out a ton. She was doing our books, kind of running around getting, we didn't have many crowds last year. She did what she could to, making signs for all the parents and things like that and getting them involved. So that helped us out, helping selling tickets, so she was kind of the person behind the scenes, helping us out, making sure the girls had snacks and stuff for after games. Everyone else that kind of contributes to the program, you're not successful by yourself. It's who you surround yourself with.
Coach, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We love talking to you. We love catching up with you, getting the preview of East Palestine girls basketball. We wish you the best of luck, and we know that we'll talk to you again real soon.
All right, man. Thanks. Appreciate everything you guys do for us. Thanks.